Hello friends of software entertainment, and welcome to a new series about the Sulu content management system. On this tutorial I will show you how to add custom content elements to your application. First, I do a new Sulu project here from our base Sulu. It is here linked down the video description. I just make a git clone on an ITCS folder because I will do a workshop next week with this project name. So I do here a little change on the DDEV config file. I renamed the name from base Sulu to ITCS. After that, as you can see here on our project README file, I do a DDEV start. After that, I import the SQL dump and make the DDEV composer install. And when I do this, I have here now an itcs.ddev.site, and I also have an admin area with /admin. I can log in with the credentials admin. Now here is the actual Sulu version, and I can go here to my web space and have here our start page. The start page is from the page configuration homepage. So our target for today is to add here a custom content element for a link list. Okay, I will go to the config templates pages homepage XML configuration file. Here you will see homepage as key, and here is what the editor will see later on the backend. And we have here our title, and you can see it here. We have here this start page new, and we can remove it to start page or to link overview. You have here a live preview, what is very good for the editor. He can save it and publish, and now we also will have this on the front end. This is working because we have here this title as a property, and here on our templates pages homepage Twig we render this content.title to an h1 tag. Okay, now we want to add a new content element. So we have here a lot of properties, and now we will add here a PhpStorm live template for our Sulu section, and I will call this section link list, and there will be a title link list for the editor, and I will add here 2 new text lines for a headline and a subline. So I just add here text link list headline. I will prefix it here, it's here with link list, because there will be more headlines on one page. So I have here a headline, and now I will do a subline, linked list, subline, subline, and when I will reload our admin area, now I have here linked list, headline and subline, and I can enter here our linked list, and here are helpful links for the community. Opa. And I can publish it. So now I do not have this here on our preview, and I also don't have it on the front end because it's not rendered on our Twig template file. So let's check the template file. And when I am working, I use the debug function of Twig. And this is called dump. There are two ways to dump variables on Twig. This is here the most popular, I think. Will render the dump inline. And there's also a very useful feature, the Twig dump internal. And we will check this both variants. So now I have here our inline output, what has the linked list headline and our linked list subline. But I also have here on the debug bar of Symfony now our Twig variables, what is a much better way to use because you will not break your template. So far so good. I have here now our linked list. So maybe we have here an h2 element and I just get out content dot linked list, the linked list headline, and here I have maybe our description dot linked list subline, and now I will have the problem that I always have this dump here inline. So it's easier when you remove this inline dump and you use the internal dump to check out what's happening. This is a much better way to work with Twig, I think. Okay, now we want to add an element what is repeatable. So we want to add the items of the linked list. For this, you will go back to the configuration and add here a new property, and repeatable elements on Sulu are block elements. So here will be somewhere some block elements, Sulu block, and there will be the link list items. This is here for the editor. And now we have here some default type. What is a link item? You can see the live template function will write it to here and also to here. This is super important that that will match. You can also have a selection here on block elements, what is now not so important. And I have here our item for the editor. And this item has two properties. One property is what the actual link will be displayed. This is such a text line here. So I have here link item display and display. And then there will also be a link. This is something like URL, link item URL, URL. So now I defined a block with link items, and each link item has the property link item display and link item URL. So when I check our template, I also dump all content variables to my internal dump. So when I'm on the backend area and will reload it here, I have here add block, and with this add block I can say display is never code alone, and the link will be never code alone So when I enter it here, the schema will be at here, and now I have never code alone and the URL nevercodealone.de. I can now save and publish it. And now we will have here our link list items as array with type link item never code alone and the URL https nevercodealone.de. So when we go back to the admin area, we will see when we have here 10 or 15 link items, this would be much space to scroll here. So it could be better when we have this here in one line. Okay, so we have a chance to do this here when I add a cold span, and this is here a 12 column grid system, so I can do cold span 6 here and cold span 6 here, and when I save it, and reload it, the linked list here is in one line. So I also can do something on the backend and for the layout in the backend. Okay, now I have this here and I want to render it. So I will think here is an UL, and in this UL there will be items for the link items. So I have here for link item in content dot, let me check the variable name, link list items, and I can close this. And here will be something like this. There will be an A with link item dot link item URL and here will be link item dot okay. And I can also say, okay, this will be target blank. And maybe the no rel, how is this called? I don't know now. How is a no rel? Rel. There is something for Google SEO what they want. Okay. Maybe this will work. Okay, this is working. Perfect. So let me add a second link. Block. I think it's here. Now you also see the preview here because it's working. Block with Codeception tutorials. Save and publish, and now I have this here on the front end. Okay. So my last thing to do is to remove this here. And that's it. So now let us see what we've done. We installed a new base Sulu project. Then we go to the configuration file here and add a section called linked list. In this linked list we have a headline and a subline and a repeatable block element for the link items with display and URL. And on the front end, just on the Twig file, we have here our headline and our subline, and we use the link list as for loop on Twig to display the link URL and the link display. Okay, my friends, for me it's super easy to make here some templates editable. And here only two files. What I have to do is a configuration file and a Twig file. This is super important for me because I can do very fast new pages. Check out all the links here in the video description, and please follow this channel. Give me feedback because I have here a new webcam and a new microphone about the display and the sound of this video, and please share this video and give this great content management system a push. Thank you.